a huge moment for yourself and the band. You've got the one final farewell tour, Kiss, End of the Road. Is this a really, really, truly exciting time and yet bittersweet at the same time?
It's very exciting. It's very exciting because we're doing this not at a down period and not out of weakness. We're doing this out of strength, and it's a celebration. We are aware that as powerful and strong and agile and fit as we are, this is not something that you can do forever. You can fight the clock.
Yep.
You can't beat the clock. You can't beat the clock. So that's why you don't see any athletes in their 60s. But I'm up there running around with 40 pounds of gear on and making it look easy. So I think for us it was a matter of making a conscious decision to go out and celebrate with all the people who made it possible and some people who have never seen us before, but to go out and do it in the most glorious and explosive way possible, doing a show that's bigger and grander and more full of pyro than anything we've done. The band's never gotten along better. We've never had more fun together. And that's the time to say, listen, let's not finish a tour and just never go on tour again. Mm-hmm. Let's acknowledge that this is the final one and make sure that we savor every moment and also make sure that our audience does the same.
Wow, well, that's incredible. The last time we got to see you and the boys down under was back in 2015, but as part of the Kiss End of the World tour, you're going to be here November next year. We can't wait. This is going to be huge.
Oh, it's going to be massive, and I have to say I have such a love of your country, and it's not just lip service by any stretch of the imagination. I am someone who. Just a few days ago, somebody said to me, where would you like to take the family, or where would you like to spend more time? And you were right at the top of the list. I have to say, perhaps you're not even aware of how spectacular your country is.
Well, we are stoked that you're coming back. And at this stage, Paul, you're obviously planning everything that's going on with this world tour. And as you said yourself, you wanted to make it one of the biggest, most memorable experiences for the Kiss Army right around the world. When you're sitting down and planning with the rest of the guys about something like this, is there a particular place that you sit down and nut out ideas? Do you just... inspiration strikes at 3 a.m. and you get on the phone and say, hey, I've just had this great idea. What if we do this? How do you plan for something of this magnitude?
It takes quite a while. You have to start just with the concept, and then, okay, now how are we going to make this not only bigger and better, but how are we going to use this to sum up everything we've done and celebrate everything we've done? And that's where you start getting involved in the minutia and in creating an evening that's not only a spectacle, but an event to commemorate something far more than just a concert, something to commemorate a relationship that's gone on for decades with fans who have made us what we are, and there's always that mutual feeling that it comes from both sides, and that's what makes Kiss different than a lot of other bands. It is the time that we've spent and the intensity of what it's meant to everybody, me included. Mm-hmm. I hear all these stories from people about how important we've been to them, but honestly, they've been that important to me. I wouldn't be here without them. So let's celebrate everything that we've had together, as opposed to just letting this kind of like fade out. Let's go out there and say, yes, this is the last tour. This is the last time we will come through your country, your cities, and let's make it a celebration of our lives, of Kit and of everybody who comes.
Paul, at this early stage in the planning, in the works with everything that's going to be involved, obviously plenty of dates right across the country and some great shows coming up in Australia from Perth to Brisbane and everywhere in between. Do you have any inkling what the feeling will be like when it comes to a draw, when it comes to a close and you think we have just gone out in the most spectacular way? What do you think some of the emotions are going to be straight after that?
Oh, I think it'll be overwhelming in a sense of it finally coming to a close. But how fortunate are we to be able to look at what we've done and know how magical it's been, and to have this opportunity to go out there and celebrate it.
Now, this is a question that I put to a lot of musos. In your time with the band, you're traveling around the world. Has there been anything that you've collected along the way? A little memento of each country or visit or ticket stub or T-shirt or something that you've just gone, you know what, I'm just going to I never throw this kind of stuff out, and slowly but surely built up a big pile of it?
That's a great question. I'm not one for collecting material things. I'm more about savoring the moments and my recollections of the places I've been. Sometimes are surprising to people because they're quite detailed, and I figure anything worth experiences is worth remembering. So for me, it's more about the details that I remember, and that's what makes it special.
Well, it's going to be absolutely incredible. And like we said, as part of your KISS End of the Road Australian tour, you're going to be in Perth from November 6th. Final show November 27 at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. And tickets go on sale for this Monday, November 12 from ticketek.com.au. Paul, we cannot thank you enough for being part of tonight's show. We really appreciate your time. And we are absolutely hanging out for you to come back down under and say farewell to the ever-growing and ever-loving KISS Army Down Under.
Well, everybody who's there will leave perhaps with a tear, but a big smile.